Hey girlies, following today's read aloud, I'm going to have you guys do a writing activity. Now, the writing activity can be found in our classroom notebook, but I'm going to have you do it on the Google Classroom, and I set it up in slides so that you can type a paragraph. And so it's going to be activity 3.2. And like I said, you're going to do it in the Google Classroom so that you can type it and I can check it right away. But it has this word box here. And some of our words are polytheistic, rituals, temple, harvest, worship, myths, and Saturn. You're going to have all of that same stuff on your Google Classroom page, and you're going to have the same question prompt. And it says, what key ideas did you learn about the Roman life and the ancient Romans' beliefs? What details in the story support what you learned? So what we are doing is we're using these words up here to kind of guide our learning today. So what did we take away from it? In the classroom, we spoke a lot about how we know that Romans and Greeks were polytheistic. Before our read aloud today, we talked about how poly means more than one. And whenever we see that theistic, it's letting us know it's something about a God. So polytheistic means the belief in more than one God. Through our reading today, our read aloud, we read about one God, but that leads us to believe that there's going to be others because the God we learned about was the God of harvest, and we know that his name was Saturn. So those are some of the key words that we even find here today. So what you're going to be writing about is just what did you learn about Roman life in ancient Rome? So what are things they did? What are things they believed based on today's reading? You're just writing a nice form paragraph with complete sentences. Feel free to use these as guiding words. You don't have to use every single one of them in your paragraph today or in your writing, but they're really good guiding words to help kind of trigger our brains of what we read about and help us when we go to write down what we learned from the read aloud today. Today's read aloud was very short. So if you are a little bit stuck, it's a great idea too that you guys have that where you can go back and you can re-listen to it again. It was 8 minutes in total, so you could go back and re-listen to it to kind of figure out some of those key points that we learned about ancient Roman life as well. Like I said, this is on in our classroom page in our class activity notebook, but I want you guys to go to the Google Classroom and get it completed on there as well today.